What's up, Bucktooth Buckos and PGL Division 2 fans? Bless you.
Excuse me.
We are bringing back the Team Builder with Tori, and we are talking about our Week 7 matchup versus the Osaka Eevee. And we're going to give a quick look at that versus ShadowGamingHub, aka Colton. And the team he's going to be access to Mega Sableye, Rotom Heat, Gothitelle, Nidoking, Chestnut, Jirachi, Tentacruel, Noivern, and Zangoose. Now, for those of you who are used to my GBA setups like this, this is definitely a different draft style, which goes based off of salary and not a point system. So as you can see, some of the teams have more Mons than other teams, etc. So with all these things looking at, Nidoking, to me, one of the most threatening things. Bless you. Tori's not feeling quite so well today, but it's her birthday, so I told her we'd get this done.
Yay.
So happy birthday. But Rotom Heat really threatening to my team and stops my plans. I do have Charizard X though, which kind of poops all over that thing. Gothitelle, always scary. Why it has big salary, trap ability. Nidoking just hits everything really hard. Chestnut, defensive monster. Jirachi is just Jirachi. Tentacruel, Noivern, Zangoose. Talk about those as we go. So what we bringing this week? Got Darkside, the Charizard X, Mega Charizard X. Darkside got the Red Wings because Sith and stuff. Yeah.
Darth Vader.
Yep. Rockin' Belly Drum set again this week because why not? This is actually designed to be a lead, believe it or not. I've noticed things are played a bit differently in this league, and I really want to capitalize on that. And everyone's saying that Tup play is predictable, Tup play is safe, and I want to break loose from that a little bit this week, as you'll see with some of my other sets. And hopefully all this will work out. This is meant to be a lead, because I believe he will either be leading Jirachi or Rotom Heat, because they are probably two of the best leads on his team. Doubt he's going to lead Tentacruel unless he wants to set up hazards right away in the form of toxic spikes. But I don't think that's going to be happening. But I don't know. Even so, I belly drum up in its face and one-shot it with an outrage. So, not really worried about that. He can't do 50% damage to me with any of his moves unless he's like Specs Hydro Pump, so I'm not worried about that at all. Belly Drum Flame Charge, because we don't need to boost our speed if we got Flame Charge, and at max speed, Flame Charge does massive damage to everything on his team outside of defensive Rotom Heat. So really looking forward to that. That can even two-shot most variants of Tentacruel. Believe it. Outrage, because it just destroys everything on his team that isn't named Jirachi. And then Roost. I set up a Belly Drum turn 1, guaranteed to kill, no matter what. So, hopefully that'll work out. The thing I have the most to worry about is if he leads with Rotom and T-Waves me and I get parried to death. So, really hope that won't happen. But I would expect him to bring the T-Wave, as this thing more or less walls the crap out of Rotom otherwise. Going next to Stampede. Or what do you think about Charizard?
Pretty cool.
Like Charizard?
Mm-hmm.
So this is the first time I've gotten to use Charizard X.
Yeah, I thought you didn't like Charizard X. Thanks. I have them right now.
Just go ahead and put it in your mouth, it'll help you. Chew it with your gum. Minty, this episode brought to you by Mentos. Okay. But yep, didn't like it because I didn't use it. And now that I've used it, I kind of really like it. So, bueno. Going to Stampede. Bringing Choice Band variant this week because Choice Band Earthquakes and Stone Edges just destroys most of his team. Obviously, that doesn't do well against Chestnut, but that's why we got the Aerial Ace. Close Combat just to clean up once the resistances have gone. Considering he has Gothitelle and Mega Sableye and Nidoking, that's probably not going to happen. It's going to be most likely that I'm going to be cleaning up with Stone Edges if I can.
I'm going to go get tissue.
Okay. So, that is Stampede this week. Standard setup, max speed, Jolly, 252 speed and attack. which was more or less the same with Megazard. Got those 4 extra 4 in special defense. So we're going to move on to Pokemon who was on my Season 4 GBA team, and that is Aromatisse, and I actually really like Aromatisse. It is one of my favorite fairy-type Pokemon, even though it looks bizarre, but I like it. It's useful, and everyone always craps on it and says, oh, Aromatisse is so bad. Well, I don't think so, and we're going to use it. And we're going to use it this week as a physical wall. It's got good defense. Well, relatively good defense. It's got higher special defense, but when you boost up that regular defense, it just peaks over top of the special defense. And the Calm Mind set works really well once you get really hard physical hitters out of the way. Namely his Jirachi, who can Iron Head and probably one-shot this thing. So once that's gone, this more or less free ranges. Set that I like to run, Calm Mind, Moonblast, Psyshock, that does neutral damage to his entire team. So yeah. Psyshock, just in case you bring something else in, I had to bring this week because it is my best answer to Mega Sableye. Mega Sableye really does a number on my team because I don't have much to hit it with. But we brought Beyonce with us because
Moonblast.
it was the week. Yep, we got Moonblast. And this is Aromatisse, one of the new Pokemon from X and Y. So what do you think about Beyonce?
What does it look like if it's shiny?
Shiny version is like purplish.
Oh.
Yeah, not a big fan of the shiny variant.
I do.
Oh, you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that and Stampede, what do you think about Stampede?
Does he look shiny?
It's like reddish. Yeah,
Whoa.
he gets reddish.
You should keep him like that. He looks cool.
We'll see. Now here's where we're going to start the shenanigans. Bringing Madison again this week. Now we're busting out of the box for the thinking on this one. Yeah. Full HP, full speed investment. We are rocking the Life Orb. We're rocking Marvel Scale, which is going to let us take those physical hits in the event we get hit with a status. Now we're bringing Coil this week. Now you're thinking, top. You got Coil on there, and then you have 2 special attacking moves. I know what you're thinking, that's crazy. Well, we're getting outside of the box. We look at his team, and once Tentacruel goes down, gets hit for neutral damage from Hydro Pump, super effective damage from Hydro Pump, base damage from Hydro Pump, super effective from Hydro Pump, super effective from Blizzard. Resist the Hydro Pump, neutral, does fighting resist ice? I don't remember. But gets wailed by Blizzard. Gets hit for base damage from Hydro Pump. This walls it. Super effective 4 times from Blizzard. And Hydro Pump wails on this thing. So I mean, once Tentacruel is out of the way, and we can set up a Coil that's
Awesome.
really increasing our odds of hitting all these moves. So we're looking forward to that. We got the recover on there just because we're going to be needing to recover off some of that Life Orb damage. We got max speed on here. Hopefully, not guaranteed, but hopefully if he brings a Nidoking and maybe has some HP investment, we could possibly outspeed it if he's not max speed Nidoking. So really hoping to catch that off guard if he brings it. Now we got Pebbles, Mandibuzz. Oh, what do you think about
you always forget that.
Melodic?
But does it look shiny? That's probably what I'm gonna ask every time if it's not shiny. Ooh, that looks nice. Looks like an Egyptian.
A little bit. But if this set works, and I've already told this to Jack, the Dawn Fanatic, I may very well retire from the league. So we'll see. Pebbles, Mandibuzz, who gets purpley when she's shiny. But standard wall set, physically defensive this week, or especially defensive this week. Got the Overcoat ability. I think I had Big Pecs last time. Overcoat just protects from Sandstorm, etc., weather effects, and Spore moves, things like that. Yeah, powder moves. Not that I think he's going to be bringing any, but you know, better than Big Pecs this week, because I really don't think he's going to lower my stuff. Brave Bird because massive damage. Knockoff because best coverage and does lots to his team, especially if he's going to be bringing choice mons, counting for either the extra speed or for the extra power with the band or specs, which you will need on some mons to collect KOs. Roost because it's wall and it needs recovery. Defog, not bringing hazards this week, so this is a way for me to get rid of hazards. Not that hazards really hurt my team once I mega evolved. I mean, super effective damage against Pebbles and Darkside, but I kind of think Darkside's probably going to go down the first time it goes in, unless I have really bad matchup at the beginning. So I don't think that's going to be as big of a deal, but put it on there just in case it is a war of attrition. So what do you think about Pebbles here?
Pretty cool. Why'd you name it Pebbles?
Because she has the bone in her hair, and the baby
Cocoa
from...
Pebbles.
Well, no, not really. But same line, Flintstones. The baby girl has a bone in her hair as the Barat, and Amanda Buzz says too.
Meh. It's a girl.
And it is a girl. All Amanda Buzz are female, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Okay, last but not least, bringing Fun Guy again. Black Sludge set with Regenerator. I thought about bringing Assault Vest, but I really don't like how that stacks up against his team. I need Spore and Toxic this week, because I really think the pair will catch him off guard if I get a chance to use it. Venoshock paired with Toxic is just disgusting. Now what you're thinking, Tup, why don't you bring Sludge Bomb? Because he has Chestnut, and Chestnut has Bulletproof, and Sludge Bomb doesn't work. And you would completely wall the set. That's why. Because once he realizes that I have the Black Sludge, if he does, he's probably going to think he can freely switch in on this thing with the Chestnut if he does bring it. So, really want the dual status there. And this thing's pretty much just to switch in and out walls. This stands up relatively well against overheats from the Rotom. So this is primarily switching to Rotom if I need it. Once the Charizard X goes down.
Darkside.
Yes, because this thing really doesn't give a crap about status because it's slow as crap anyways, and I have Regenerator and Black Sludge, so even if I get burnt, it's not the end of the world. Spore and Toxic's definitely going to do the deal. Energy Ball, because it does much more damage, and I forget what I needed it for on his team.
That looks great.
Yeah, switching up. Oh, because Tentacruel has the Liquid Ooze ability, so if I had Giga Drain and I Giga Drained it, it would literally kill me. So I don't want that. So those are the sets this week. Got Rock on the Calm, and I believe that's what we're rocking. Oh, careful here because we're physical. So that is Fun Guy, and that is the end of the team builder. So what do you think about the team this week? What do you think our odds are against the Osaka Eevee and Colton?
Okay.
That's who I'm playing.
Okay.
So you like the team? They look good?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we got a good chance this week. We got, I mean, relatively hard-hitting walls. Beyonce, once she gets Calm Minds up, just levels things. Pebbles got that Brave Bird, which just wrecks, which we showed against the Florges the week we had it. And Fun Guy's just more or less there to sleep things and toxic things. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a good matchup. We are playing the Osaka Eevee, who were until last week winless. But to make a note, the team they beat were the Accrington Stantler, who were previously undefeated. So they are coming off their only win of the season, but a monumental win. So they got a lot of momentum coming into this match. And Colton has already stated that we are standing in the way and will be a victim of his largest comeback in PPL history. So we'll have to wait and see whether or not that actually happens. But, yeah. I'm Oldmantup.
Pop-Tart Rider.
Oh. And this is Tori, who calls herself the Pop-Tart Rider.
I'm riding me and Katie.
And we will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.
Peace.